Hi guys, welcome to another episode of my FIFA 13 York City career. We have a couple of international games coming up, so I'll get the schedule moved on for those, and then we have a game against Norwich which I'll be looking to play, and then a couple of games afterwards, one in the Premier League against Aston Villa and then one in the Europa League that we'll try and get done all in this episode. Okay, so we have a couple of scouting updates. Hopefully my scouts have someone good. 65 to 91. You know what, we'll keep our eye on him for now. 64 to 90 and 56 to 80, we'll reject you. Jorge Rios, actually, you know what, I'm going to sign these players up. Yeah, why not? They'll be in my my youth team. Okay, 75 to 94, and his overall is between 55 and 77 at the moment. Definitely Nicola Astori, we will sign you up. And this guy, 66 to 92, don't know where he's going to play yet. Yeah, we'll sign you up. We've got the cash available, so we'll spend it while we can. Right, international games coming up, and then back to Premier League business. Oh, no idea why this is taking so long to go through. Here we go, international friendly. Just against South Africa, it is. Next match, sim match, not going to worry about the team. South Africa have lost their last three to India, Egypt and Venezuela, only scoring one goal in that time. Hence they'll probably score about 4 today. They score 1, but we score 3. Benitez and Rojas with the goals. Calderon injured. Let's hope he's not out for too long. Out for 6 weeks, Diego Calderon. Damn it. Okay, and we're going to have this friendly. I'm not too sure what other games we've got coming up. Let's have a quick look. Who can we put in? Squad. Left back, Diego Calderon. Who do we have available? Anyone? Now we'll have to go with Montero, I think. And then that will do us for now. We will get this game underway. It's only against Greece, who lost their last game against Holland 1-0. Hopefully they lose this one, we get some form with the team. Okay, Greece win it 2-1. Savias and Spiripopoulos with the goals for Greece, and Valencia with the goal for Ecuador, wearing number 1. Okay, as Barry Bannan is out for 2 months. Don't know who he plays for, if he still plays for Villa. Okay, next international friendlies on the 9th of February against India. Hiram Mayer has returned from injury, fantastic.
The league leaders, Tottenham Hotspur, entertain 9th placed Liverpool. Manchester City host.
Let's have a look. Check the team out ahead of this game against Norwich.
17th placed Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Okay, so Deschilio is suspended. Fabinho can come in. Form is looking okay for most of the team. D'Souza Silva. Energy is looking good for everyone. Just need to take Deschilio off the bench, and yeah, we'll have Shori on there. Sorry, I actually want Sun on there as well. So we'll go with Myombe, drop him, and I'll go with Welbeck and Muriel up front. Looking good. Yep, don't think there's anything we need to do regarding the bench. Now, Manuel Garcia. Needs to definitely want to try and get some of these players out on loan, or get them sold. The ones that are available to be sold, I want them sold, and the ones that are available for loan, I want them out on loan. I don't want all those players sat there. We just don't need them all, but they are hopefully going to be first team players in a few years time. Some of them I hope to hit the high 80s, low 90s. Oh, actually, can we change keeper back? And Fraser Forster is in form as well. Fantastic. That'll do nicely. We'll get this game against Norwich underway. We're in Norwich in the table, 15th on 12 points. We are in 6th on 24. Next match, play match, here we go. Okay, so we're away. No kit clash, don't worry about that. So Norwich have Rudd in goal. Riley, Albertazzi, Bennett, Daniel Ayala, Bennett, Butterfield, Howson, Pilkington, Cuadrado and Kitambala. And they lost to Villa 4-1, beat West Brom 1-0, drew with West Ham 2-2. In a 4-4-2 formation, so another midfield battle. But I'm fairly confident our midfield is good enough. Okay, so let's get this game on. And in the last half an hour, I've found a subject to talk about. And it's managerial changes. In the last half an hour, it's sources close to Stoke saying Tony Pulis could be on his way out. And actually, I'm just going to refresh the web page I'm on. Yeah, it's Tony Pulis is set to leave Stoke. Bit of a shock one, that one. I didn't expect him to go now. Maybe given it a couple more seasons, and I know there has been a bit of unrest amongst the fans in the past few weeks, but it's only because I think out of their last few games they've been absolutely woeful. I think they've scored 20 goals, conceded 33, I think, in their last like 20 games. So I think they were scoring on average one a game, but conceding. Oh, that's not a foul, is it? Oh, thank God, at least it's not a booking. Yeah, they weren't scoring many, but they were also conceding more than they were scoring on average. Obviously, the loss against Spurs was a bit high profile, with Spurs being up there in the table. The fact that Charlie Adam got himself sent off when, to be honest, there was no need for him to get the second booking, but he looked like he got himself fired up and was determined to have a good game and a few rash challenges, and he gets himself sent off. But I honestly didn't realise Pulis's record in the Premier League wasn't as good as I thought it was. I thought there's at least one season where he got them into the top 10, but I'm just looking at it now. They gained promotion to the Premier League after the 2008-2009 season, when they finished second in the Championship. The first season in the Premier League, they finished 12th, then they finished 11th, then 13th, then 14th, and then 13th this season. So they've always been just, you would say mid-table, but it's the bottom end of mid-table is where they've been. They've not really set the Premier League alight. Maybe it's a style of football, it's a more direct style of football. There's a few tough tacklers in the team. It's what they're renowned for. You go to the Britannia, you're going to get a hard game, you're going to get a tough physical game of football, regardless of whether you're home or away against Stoke. You wonder who's going to take over. I've heard, watching Sky Sports News earlier, and they were potentially saying Roberto Di Matteo, which I think that would be a bit of a strange one. Same as Martinez as well. Roberto Martinez. You think, well, it's a Premier League job. He's one of those players that, one of those managers that would be looking to step up. And you wonder, with both their styles of play, they're not really suited to the current squad that Stoke have. Their players just aren't suited to the passing style that is the way of Martinez, Di Matteo, or potentially even Gus Poyet.
That attack was actually going to lead to a chance, but maybe it's easier to see from up here than it was down on the pitch.
So yeah, it's a strange one, was him leaving there. There are rumours that he may be trying to get this is Pulis trying to get a career abroad. I know he has family out in Florida. I believe it's his son who's just had a kid as well. So it's maybe he's looking to move out there. Maybe the MLS is going to be for him. You could be the lure of it for a few teams out there trying to get someone like him in. He'll definitely shore up some defences. He's got that style of management. He's not the worst manager around, but you think with some of the players that he's had available to him, he could do quite well in the MLS if he happens to go out there and work out there.
Well, that's a fantastic clearance.
I don't know if there's another role for him in English football if that's what he wants. Maybe you don't know. Everton, you think would? I don't think they'd want to go that direction. Potentially, if is it Roberto Martinez moved from Wigan, whether they'd go in the direction of Tony Pulis. It's one of those you just don't know. He's not the sort of Harry Redknapp style of manager that can get a championship side promoted. He's just I don't think he's got that in him. He's not renowned for it, is he? He's not a Neil Warnock type of manager, and I believe it's around 100 million is how much Pulis has had to invest in the team in like the last 3-4 seasons. And you look at where they finished, like as I mentioned before, 13th and 11th, 13th, 14th, 13th and 11th in the last 4 seasons. It's not great for a team that's had in the Premier League that's had 100 million ploughed into it. Oh, it's a shocking pass. We need to win this one. We can't afford to go any further behind the rest. Nice to claw some places back with the last win against Wigan. Time to make some changes soon. Oh, it's a woeful pass. There's Taylor, there he is. And a Welbeck. Can't get it on his right foot. Wait, Fuentes, nope. Yes, no. Managed to get onto Bueno Fuentes' left foot, so I thought that was I had a good chance of getting that on target, but no. 60 minutes, you know what? Yep, time to make some changes. Let's have a look at the midfield. Taylor, bring you off for Canteros. Soriano, come on for Welbeck. Midfield, Baker. Now midfield is looking okay, so Muriel, you can come off, and Son can come on. Change the front three. So yeah, it's an interesting one. Is Tony Pulis obviously? Just reading now, Pulis becomes the 56th manager to leave his role since the start of the 2012-2013 season, which is pretty amazing stat, to be fair. You wonder who's going to take over. I'm trying to rack my brains thinking who would take the job at Stoke. They're going to have money. I'm guessing the Coates family that is in charge of Stoke are going to plough some money, get into the team as Soriano puts York 1-0 up. Yeah, you wonder who could take that job. Gus Poyet, like I said, is his style of play going to be right for the current squad? Is maybe the owners are wanting to... What the hell was that? I think he's been gifted a corner there. I don't know why. Yeah, maybe the owners of Stoke are looking to change how the team plays, and hence that's why they want a new manager, and they don't want to be known for the brand of football that they've got at the moment. So they're going to plough some decent funds into the club and give a new manager some much needed funds to change the team, change the style of play that the team is currently known for. I know the Britannia's is a very hostile ground to go to. No one really wants to go there. It's definitely some place. If I was a football player, I wouldn't envisage going to. It's not one of the greatest grounds for away players. You do get barracked and barraged a lot. There's a lot of animosity, but it just makes it for a great footballing spectacle. To be fair, so it is an interesting one. I mean, like I said, it's the one that intrigues me is who is going to take over that role. 'Cause it's a Premier League role for someone. if they wanted it, but
And he lets fly.
it is a case of who is going to want it and who is going to be able to
Substitute.
turn them to being a mediocre Premier League team to being
And he takes the shot.
a I want to try and use like Everton. Everton have gone from being a mediocre team, as I would call them, in the Premier League to being a challenger. You could see Everton breaking the top 6 more often. Potentially, if, with the right manager and the right players, they could break the top 4, as Spurs have tried to done in the last couple of seasons.
Pilkington.
You wonder who could turn Everton around. Oh, what the hell? Oh, he's missed. Jesus.
Great break.
Yeah, you wonder who could turn Stoke around if they. I'm guessing that's what they want. Obviously, they had a taste of Europa League action a couple of years ago.
And it's 1-0.
There we go. Full time 1-0 to York.
Well, it has been more of a match than we expected at the start because the underdogs have performed so proudly.
Yeah, they got beat by Valencia in the last 32 in the Europa League. I mean, that was last season, wasn't it? Because they didn't get that far this season. They weren't in the last 32 this season. Or were they? Could have been. But yeah, so you wonder who is going to take over that role. Be interesting to find out who's going to get that job. I'm guessing it's not going to be a shotgun decision. They are going to take their time over it. We'll have to wait and see as the suspension is over for Matteo De Chilio, which is great news. Plenty of football, just what Fabinho wants. Granted, he has been playing well, so he's going to get a load of football. Lack of action frustrates Marcos. Juan Marcos. I have 2 Juan Marcoses, though, I think. Okay, so we have a game coming up now against Villa, and then we have a EuroLeague game. And I want to get the EuroLeague game done in this episode, as we are now up to 4th in the table. We are on 27 points, which is, I think we're still 7 points behind the leaders when I saw it. Yes, Spurs are top on 34 with 7 points behind them. Man United in 5th, where are Villa? They are 10th. Okay, so this is a must-win game. Hopefully we're at home for it.
5th placed Manchester United, while 2nd placed Manchester City visit.
Time for change at York City. Fans and pundits alike have begun to point fingers at the defenders of York City. It's like they're listening to me. I'm sure in the last episode I said we may look to change the defence. Right, so let's have a look. Form is okay. We'll bring De Chilio back in. Taylor, we'll bring you out for Hayams, give him a game. Kelvin Baker. Yeah, Luis Godan can have a game. I'll have you in the centre. I'm sure you've got high defensive work rate. Fraser Forster, Medeiros. We'll give Perez Alonso a game. Muriel. No, don't want Cantona. Yeah, we want Soriano in there. He scored. That'll do. And we'll get this game against Aston Villa done and simulated, and then a game against Red Bull Salzburg in the EuroLeague. Right, next match, sim match. Yeah, should be able to get both these games done. Okay, so Villa are in great form. Won 2 of their last 3 and drew the other one. They are unbeaten, but we are at home. Hopefully, we can take the 3 points. No, it's a 2-2 draw. Marina Fuentes and Welbeck with the goals. Lemaire came on for Godan. Welbeck put us 1-0 up, and then Renaud equalised straight away. Then Marina Fuentes put us 2-1 up. Arsenal lost as well. Spurs beat Man United, so hopefully that means we go 1 point above Spurs, and maybe we move up Arsenal. I think we were on the same points as them. As we have another team report. Diego Nieto, 84 max. We'll release you. Jorge Alvarez, we'll keep you for the time being. We don't exactly know where you're going to be. Nicola Astori will keep you there for now. Valereno, 89 max. You know what, we'll keep you there for the time being, but I may let you go. Right. Paul Lambert furious with assistant referee. Bauer doesn't risk Mayer. Yeah, he's returning from an injury, so of course I'm not going to play him. Right. EuroLeague time.
Climbing the table are York City with
Hopefully we can get a win, and that hopefully will put us closer to promotion from the group stages of the EuroLeague.
in sixth, rising up the
I
table.
think we need Hearts to get something against Stade Rennais, and we need to get a win, and I think that would virtually guarantee us, just by thinking how the groups are looking.
Bottom of the table, West Ham United with
Okay, right, squad.
second bottom.
Let's have a look.
With 10 points. Third bottom.
Energy is okay. Form slightly dipped. Lazarevic will get you back in there. Baker, get you back in there.
Fifth bottom.
Taylor, get you back in there. We'll go with Canteros and Welbeck up front. Bench, Shari, Perez Alonso, Lemaire, Soriano, Muriel and Son. We'll drop Son for this game, and Lewis Gadan can have a game, or he can have a substitute appearance. Right, next match, sim match. Okay, so Salzburg have won their last 2 EuroLeague games. So, while we're away, so maybe my expectations of a win were potentially a bit too high. A draw. Wow, it's a 1-0 win. Canteros missed a penalty. Canteros injured. Lazarevic sent off for 2 yellows. Wow, this game had everything. And Stade Rennais beat Hearts 3-0. Interesting. Right, so Lazarevic is going to be suspended for the next EuroLeague game. I believe it's a EuroLeague game, or this is just a league game. And Canteros out for 8 weeks. Wow, he really is injury prone. Maybe we have to sell him and keep Son. EuroLeague review. It's York City who have triumphed in their latest match in this year's EuroLeague. Right, so let's have a look. We're up to 3rd in the Premier League on 28 points. EuroLeague, where are we? Club competitions, EuroLeague, group tables. Let's have a quick look through them all, see which tables are sorted and which aren't. Well, that one's sorted between Atletico Madrid and Lokomotiv Moscow. Well, there's still Werder, PAOK or Toulouse can go up in that one. Man City, Feyenoord or Zurich can go in that one. You'd probably say Man City are safe and they're up. Need a massive goal swing in their last game. Palermo and 20 are up. York are top, Salzburg 2nd, Stade Rennais 3rd. Wow. And we play Stade Rennais in our last game, so if we draw, all we need is a draw in that game. And we're up. Salzburg, you'd have to say they're going to beat Hearts. Hearts drew, but that was against us. Yeah, so we need at least a draw. Sampdoria and Newcastle are through. Fiorentina and Villarreal are through. Ooh, Benfica are through, and it's between Spartak Moscow and Rosenborg for the final spot. Dortmund are through, and then it's, wow, look at that, Panathinaikos, AZ or Beerschot. Any one of those 3 can go through. Group J, Inter and Celtic both through. Group K, PSV and Espanyol are through. Group L, all sorted, Hanover and PSG are through. And that's it, back to the beginning. Okay guys, I will call it a day there. And we have our final group game in the EuroLeague coming up against Stade Rennais. And that will be the game I will play. I will, in the next episode, sim the games against West Brom and Newcastle. And then play the game against Stade Rennais. And in the next episode after that, I'll play the game against Cardiff. And I'll simulate the game against Chelsea. And then it's the start of the January transfer window, and it's time to spend some money and buy some players. So guys, you as well as me need to start thinking about what players we need to bring in. Defenders, midfielders, strikers, goalies. I've given you my thoughts, now I need yours. Thanks for watching, cheers.